All right, so today we're going to do matrices notes 2. So if you remember from algebra, we used to teach you how to solve a three-system equation by doing elimination, where we eliminated variables and eliminate again, and then we eliminate a third time. So I'm going to teach you how to use matrices in order to solve these. So in order to solve this here, I'm going to go ahead and switch over to the Desmos calculator. So remember, this is the Desmos calculator, and I already put in, these are just the coefficients across from the top. So let me see. So it's right here, the -7, -8, 7, 31. That's where all these numbers come from. So I just read straight across, and then once you hit it, so hit new matrix, and then that happened. And so you hit enter, and that's your A now. So I want to use this button RREF of that A, and what that's doing is it's giving me a row reduced answer. So, and then here's our answer here. Let me write this down so I can switch back over to our other screen. So I get 1, 0, -1, 0. All right. So, switch back. Oh, Lordy. Okay, there we go. So if we ever have an answer here where we have a row that contains all zeros and then a number. So that's like this right here. See how it says so? This, we're going to end up with one solution when we do RR. So this is what you need, RREF, the button and matrix. That's the button we're using. So if we end up with an answer, these three are going to be the actual answer. So the first, so x would equal -7, y would equal 2, and z equals -3. If you end up getting all zeros equals a number, that's what happens here, all zeros equal a number, that's called no solution. And then if I get all zeros equal a 0, that would be true, so that's going to be infinitely many. So this one right here is a no solution. So this one right here, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to type that one now into Desmos. So I'm going to clear everything, and I'm going to make a new matrix, and it's going to go, oopsie, I need 3 rows, 4 columns. 3. I'm just hitting my tab button to make it go a lot faster if you guys want to type it in as fast as I just did. There's my A, so I'm just going to row reducing the RRF is we're row reducing it. And so that tells me right there that my x equals -2, my y equals -8, and my z equals -3. Typically, we write that as a point, which I'll show you in a little bit on my paper. So let's do 4 columns, 3 rows. So the next one, oh no, I didn't hit the tab button. So I'm gonna reduce with my B. And so do you see this time right here, I end up with 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So if we go back to our notes, remember 0, 0, 0, 0 means infinitely many. So this one right here means that we have infinitely many solutions. And then up here, do you see how I wrote my answer for that one? So go ahead and try this one. You might want to pause the video and then come back and see if you end up with the same answer as me. I'm going to go ahead and put it into Desmo. So pause me and then come back and look. I always forget to put the number in first. So then for the last one here, I got -7, 4, and 1. So you're just practicing on your calculator. So let's go back to our notes screen. And then these right here, the hardest part on these word problems are going to be that you're going to need to write your equation, and then we'll put it in matrix form. So go ahead and read the first one yourself. All right, so on this question here, I know she has 35 coins. So I'm going to say x plus y equals 35. I also know that the total amount has to equal 435. So we have nickels are worth 5 cents, and dimes, or is it quarters are 25 cents, and that has to equal 435. So these two equations, so instead of doing substitution and elimination, we can go ahead and we can do a matrix here. So you'd go ahead and you would want to row reduce this down, and you should end up getting out of your Desmos, we need 22 nickels because the x is going to be 22, and we're going to get 13 quarters because the second number, your y, should be quarters here. Okay. So next one. So Alex invested $7,500 in two accounts, one paying 5.5% and the other one's paying 8% in simple interest. His annual interest was $540. So how much did he invest? Okay. So he invested in two accounts. So an x plus y is $7,500. That's how much he invested in each. And then I'm going to figure out my interest. So 0.055% of one plus 0.08% of the other one. That should give me my total interest of $540. So go ahead and set up your you just need to type that into your Desmos. So I'm going to go ahead and write all these out, and then I'll do the answers at the end. So next one, let's see. So we have a score of, so together they scored 2290. So I'm going to call her X, that one Y, Ashley, I'm going to call Z. So X plus Y was 2290. And then let's see, Y and Z, that's Ben. So Y and Z equals 2530. And then X and Z is going to be 2260. So you just need to do 2290. Oh, wait, there's a Z missing. Sorry. X, Y, Z. And then we're going to do no X, Y, Z. And then X, no Y, and Z. So you're going to want to row reduce that problem right there. All right. So our last one's down here. So we have three solutions containing a certain acid. Solution A is 15%, B is 5%, and C is 40%. He combines all three to contain 60 liters. So 60 liters tells me if I add my X plus my Y plus my Z, I'm going to get 60 liters. It also, let's see, then I know there's 29% mixture of them all also. Okay, so it tells me if I do 15% of X and 5% of Y and 40% of Z, and that is going to give me 29% of the 60. And is if twice as much of C as of A was used, what does that tell me? So I have twice as much X equals Z. So really I need to say 2X minus Z equals 0 when I'm doing my matrices here. So you set it up going 60. I went ahead and multiplied those together. And then I did a 2, a 0. And then if you row reduce that, you should get each of them. All right, so last one. In the last weekend's track meet, Lakota High School had 30 individual placers or individual event placers scoring a total of 111 points. The first place finisher scored 7 points. Second place is 4. Third place gets a 1. The number, okay, so we knew there were 30 individual placers. So that's my first one. So I'm going to say X plus Y plus Z equals 30. All right, and then they're scoring points. So 7 times how many of the X I have plus 4 of the Y plus how many of the Z. That has to equal the 111 points that we scored. And then the number first and second place finishers was twice as the number of third place finishers. So then that tells me the X plus Y has to be twice of whatever Z was. So we're going to subtract that over to make it equal 0 when I do my matrix over here. So I have 1, 1, 1, 30. And then we're going to row reduce those. So put all those into Desmos, which I already did all that stuff for you. So when I put these into Desmos, I got my answer of, I put in the 5.5%. I ended up getting 2,400 out of that one. My 8% was 5,100. This one, our X had a score of 1210. Our Y was Ben, got 1080. And then the Z was Ashley, she got 1450. And then down here I had my 18 liters, my 6 liters, and then I had 36 liters. This was of my 15%, that was of the 5%, and that was the 40%. And then down here, my first place winners, I had 7 of them. Second place winners, there were 13 of those. And the third place winners, there were 10 of those. So you would just do exactly what we did before. I'll show you real quick, just like the last one, to make sure you know what I'm doing. So if I clear all this, I would just put my last matrix in there and see. Let's see. So 1, 1, 1, 30. All right, and then I just want to reduce that. And then you see there's the 7, the 13, and the 10. So that's how I got my first, second, and third place winners.